All right, hello, hello, hello. Waiting just for a minute for my friend Stacy to come on. And we are excited to share some things we were working on. We were having some technical difficulties trying to get live through the Zoom. I don't know if other people are having that problem today, but I tried everything I could think of and did not work. But we're gonna get started in a second. We want to speak to you today about some things that are coming up for us. Hold on one second. I'm gonna add Stacy. As soon as she comes on here. All right, hold on one second. Let me tag her. I can give you a little preview while we're waiting for Stacy. So Stacy and I are going to share this idea of what it really means to be an intuitive leader and some programs we're developing out of this work that we have done to really find that most authentic version of yourself and bring it to the world, even during the most tumultuous times we're in right now. Still waiting to see if she is on. We just did this earlier on my group and it worked. Oh, there you are, Stacy. Okay. Okay, I'm adding you, Stacy. You onto the camera.
Hello.
All right, we did it. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So glad this worked. I know you and I have been going back and forth with the technology today, but
Whoa.
hey, we stayed grounded and we're here now. And
That's it.
all we have is the present moment, as we always talk about.
All we have is the present moment, and life is all about how grounded we can stay in this video game.
Absolutely. Okay, so hello, everybody who's on here now and who's going to be watching on the replay. Great to see you all. And Stacy and I are super excited to share what we have been working on. And I think the easiest way to talk about it is we're here to support people.
Yeah.
And to shine our light and to support as many people as humanly possible during these very tumultuous times. Don't you think, Stacy?
Yeah, I think that a lot of us are going through a complete shift right now where we don't know what end is up, but what we do know is that we want change and we want significant change. This is not about mediocre change. This is about significant, radical change in our lives. And David and I have been talking every day since COVID began. And we both have different backgrounds, but we have one thing in common, that we want to support people. We're going to take our past experiences of running different organizations and different, being leaders in most of the roles we've ever held in different jobs, and showcasing the way that the old paradigm no longer works, as we can see. Systems are crashing. Everything is being, the truth is actually rising to the surface. All the stuff that wasn't working is rising to the surface. And now leaders are being called to come together and come up with different sorts of solutions that have never been discovered before. And that takes a level of a higher consciousness, a higher frequency than we've ever emitted before. And David and I have done such deep inner work for the last 6 months that it's just time. Intuitively, we got this tug that it's time to start gathering the herd of people who are ready to get that kind of support, that just one last step, that little piece that they needed to radically transform their lives and being their authentic self, their true authentic self, and being in harmony with that. And so, throughout this practice, David and I have become harmonious with our own authenticity. And with that, we want to bring forward the messages and the gifts that we have to people who are in charge or want to be in charge of things and are speaking out publicly about how they want the change to happen, because this is about radical change. It's not about a little tweak. This is about radical change.
Absolutely. And people keep asking me like, hey, why aren't you miserable right now? What's going on? And I'm like, And they're like, we want to have what you're having. And
Yeah.
I really just share with them it's about the process that I'm going through of really figuring out where's that inner child wound that needs to be. Hi to Sarah and hi to Birdie. Where's that inner child wound that really needs to be tended to, and really to think about and to feel into each present moment, and to also know that things are just so changing so rapidly.
Yeah.
And so, what you and I have been working on for the last 6 months is not figuring out how we can go back to the formulas that got us here, but rather being like, how can we birth something so incredibly new and different that's coming from the deepest source and really, really share this with the world? And so, we're here today to say, like, we're ready to share this with the world.
Yeah. We've done so
Yeah.
much work on shedding all of the things that are not our true essence. And those are radical changes, like big changes in our life that had to be, just shed so the new could arise. And with all the shedding that we've done, this sense of intuition has come to the forefront. And
Yep.
now it's just these messages keep pouring out of us, and this excitement and these ways that we want to lead now come from a different space. It comes from a more authentic space, a more real space. It's about collaborations instead of hierarchy. We
Yes.
realize that all of that was all an illusion anyway of control and fear-based
Yep.
limitations. We're
Yep.
all about infinite possibility here and truly, truly, truly living in the moment. And so, David and I, what we are presenting to the world is this next level of consciousness, intuitive warrior within. It is a course for leaders and people who want to really make radical change in the world by not using the solutions from the mind, but more from the heart. And really taking that into consideration with every choice we make from here on out, whether it's who we're going to vote for, how we're going to lead schools, which David happens to be a visionary with our education system. He is going to radically help us transform, with your help, with the leaders' help, radically transform the way education is presented to our children.
Absolutely. And Heart of the Matter, the group that I'm running and the organization that I'm starting, is all about that. It's all about how do we reimagine the education system, but also how do we really start to reimagine our institutions? And I think that's what this course is going to be about. And this is going to be a foundational course for Heart of the Matter that actually helps people figure out that all the change is within. And once you can figure out how to really find that powerful warrior within, that intuitive leader, then you can start to change your life. And you and I can speak from direct experience that our lives are drastically different during the time of the pandemic. And we also know that our born natural abilities, both of us, are to be teachers.
Yeah.
We're teachers through and through. I have the formal title as teacher. I did.
Yeah.
You never have the formal title, but I can tell you as a teacher,
Yeah.
you're a teacher.
Aw.
And
I've
so
always
we're
wanted to
here.
be a teacher.
You are. And we're here to share these things that we've just learned through direct experience and all the work and all the things we've studied and all the things we've done. And it's really about service.
Yeah. It was really about shedding. So a lot of people that will join into our course, what you're going to experience is a fire within you that is going to really want to be leading from a more intuitive place, right? That place of deep down, I know everything's going to be okay. That's the gold mine within you. That's the warrior spirit that we're talking about. So in this course, in this 4-week course, what we're going to do is we're going to ignite that spirit is going to actually come to the surface. And you are going to get the intuitive tugs to be like, you know what? There's some things that are really holding me back. And if this backpack wasn't on my back, I would be able to be free. And so you're going to be able to collaborate with us. We're going to be this sort of bridge that's going to get you from the formless, from that part of yourself that is, that just knows better, that
Yeah.
knows there's something bigger out there, to actually putting it into form, putting a structure or putting some sort of physical presence into the world. So we're going to help you to bridge that gap, and we're also going to be your support system, but we're going to do it in a way that's going to ignite you from within. So we're going to be using music and free flow writing and just
Yes.
next level rev ups and everything that we are excited about.
Yes. When I do the lives, I can't always see because I do it on my computer. I can't see the comments. Thank you, Clint, Authentic Self. Yes, and I want to share the story. The other reason this course is being for okay, before I forget, 4 weeks, donation based. Like you know how you do with your favorite yoga classes, and you just drop in $10 if you love it or whatever. I don't know how they work, but it's donation based. Because one of the things we were getting stuck on is the process. We're like, oh, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? What are we
That's
gonna
old school.
do?
Yeah,
Old
that's
school.
old
So
school. We're
how
not
does
doing that.
yeah? So it's gonna be donation based,
Yeah.
and we're going to just ask that you, if you're interested, drop a thumbs up in our private message so we know. And
Yeah.
that's it. And then we'll follow up with you
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, we're going to start next Tuesday. Oh, sorry. We're going to start next Tuesday. I'm sorry about that. We're going to start next Tuesday. It's going to be 4 weeks, like he said. So if you just give us a thumbs up or private message us, we'll also have a meme going around that'll tell you, we'll remind you once again. But this is going to be one of those courses it's about the rev up. It's about getting to the gold. It's about getting to that part of you that's like, even if you watch us and you're like, I don't really like those two, I promise you, it will still inspire you to do your own thing. I've had many people that have loved me and hated me, but I swear to you, once I left their presence, they skyrocketed. And that's what I know about energy and triggering that piece of you that wants to come out and has that message to say. So we are beyond excited about this. This is
Yep.
all we talk about. This is our heart and our soul coming out through you. So if you are ready to get that clarity, that focus,
Mhm.
that fire, that passion, and really flow and be harmonious with it, this
Yep.
is the course for you.
So 4 Tuesdays, September 22nd, September 29th, October 6th, October 13th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll put it in the comments.
Yeah.
And last thing I want to say is that I took this leadership course just recently, and I was like, oh, this is going to be an amazing course. It's going to be next level. Like this is,
You
post
were dreaming about it for
COVID.
like 2 years, right?
Dreaming about it for a couple of years, like really excited. They only accept like 6% of people that apply. I was like, yes, this is going to change my life. And by week 2, I was completely, I was completely just so uninspired, and I felt so tired, and it was just all the old air, all the old ways of doing things, and we have to change.
Yeah. I remember when you were doing it, you're like, oh, I got all this work to do. And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? You're a visionary, like ready to change the world, and you got what? So, yeah,
Exactly.
it's not, the old paradigm of the way these leadership courses are being taught work for some people, but the way we're going to do it is actually going to ignite the thing within you. So you come up with your own way of wanting to lead. And so
Yep.
this is for people that want to lead fundraising efforts, philanthropy work. They're healers, teachers,
Absolutely.
educators, therapists, everybody, or entrepreneurs, people that want to spark something new and make really radical change in the world. That's who we're igniting. That's who we want to
Absolutely.
work with.
Yep, absolutely. So exciting. And Clint just said he had the honor to attend a conference with you, and that you're a true teacher, full of wisdom. And I agree. I agree.
Oh,
As spending the last six
Clint,
months taking
Clint. I love Clint.
this is going to be so much fun too. It's going to be so much fun. I have spent the last 6 months just like soaking in the wisdom of Staci, and that we just need to. She needs to be shared with the world. So, and that's part of the
No,
vision of Heart of the Matter is that we're really. It's a platform to share these amazing people that are ready to start to share the wisdom teachings and to really create a space for people. So we're ready to do it. Tuesday, September 22nd. We'll be coming on maybe a couple more times. We'll be sharing. And
yeah.
right now it's all about service, all about service, all
Wait, I
about
want to say
service.
something about you
Yeah.
so everybody knows about you. See, David is one of the coolest cats out there, I think, because
Ah,
what's so cool about you, David, though, is that you've done all the stuff on the check boxes that like the
yes.
smartest people in the world have done, Stanford and all that, You've done, tell them what you've done really quick because people need to understand that you were this guy that literally every single box was checked off, right?
Absolutely.
Of
So
success,
yeah,
of success, which you
uh-huh.
were highly successful in the
Absolutely.
form-based world.
And highly successful in following the checklist and the formulas. In that I graduated from UC Berkeley, graduated from Stanford, and that I made it to the top, one of the best schools in the country and the world, quite frankly. As a leader of that school, I opened 10 schools in 10 years. Have received checks from fill in the blank philanthropists. I won't use their names because there's a lot of charge energy around some of their names in these spaces. But if you look up the top 5 philanthropists, I have received money from all of them. But
Yeah.
what I realized very quickly when I turned 40 is that that world, that life is so empty And so that's when I decided to start my own school, a very community-based school. And I just saw one of the parents jump on. I don't know if she's still on, Jennifer. But it's a very community-based school, and it's not about the big philanthropists and all that. And it's really about the heart. And so what has shifted for me is, how do we actually lead from the heart, and how do we create institutions and schools that are actually really, 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 really helping people tap into their deepest essence and their intuition, and to lead from there. And that is literally how we change the world. Hi,
Yes.
Jennifer. That
Yes.
is how we change the world.
Yes.
It's
And that's
not
how,
by having these
yeah.
formulas and these old ways of doing things and
Yeah.
controlling people and
Yeah.
trying to get them to do everything. It's no, it's literally about bringing the people together, empowering them, and teaching them how to lead themselves. And that's what you're brilliant at. And together, anyone who's interested, I cannot wait to work with you.
Yeah. I'm excited because
All inclusive.
yeah, we've got you that, you have the brains, you have the experience, you have the bandwidth, the capacity to actually be a huge visionary in this world. And you have really supported me, and you've helped me and been my rock so many times throughout COVID. And because of that support, I am able to soar and skyrocket right now. I feel so incredibly blessed to have you as my friend. We still haven't even met in person yet. But
That's hilarious.
we've been a part of Shivali's group together for years. And so
Yeah.
it is my honor to work with you and collaborate with somebody. And when I tell you that this man is all heart, he genuinely is, and has done the inner work to actually get here to the point to say, and knows everything about the old paradigm and the
Oh,
way
inside
that
and out.
businesses are
I
run
want to
and the
learn about
way,
the new paradigm.
yeah, exactly. And so, and that's what we're stepping into. And now David went from, driven goals, outcomes to freedom, sweet, sweet freedom, where we just pop on Facebook whenever we want. We talk about topics whenever we want. We create courses whenever we want. And I've seen such a light in David, like he literally has expanded in front of my eyes and exploded. And so when you see a visionary like that go from to whoo, it is truly magnificent, and it's what I live for. So I am beyond pumped up to start this course. This is for anybody right now that wants to change the world. That's
Yeah.
who we want to come forward, come with us for the ride. It's free, but it's donation based. So if you feel like it was worth something, it's worth something. If not, it's not.
Absolutely.
So we're so jacked up about this. I don't even want to wait a week. I wish we could just start right now, David. No, seriously, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what I'm going to do now.
No, it's going to be amazing. And all right. So any questions in the comments, whatever.
There was comments, but I can't see, David.
That's okay. We'll look at them later.
Oh, okay.
I was reading them as they were coming up.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Good. Good.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
and
you.
We will again.
Peace.
If you want to do the course with us, just reach out to us, thumbs up in the messenger, and we'll get back to you. All right, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys. Bye.